Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Alakai, and we have got some fun, let me tell you, some fun and things I've been looking forward to, and that's once again opening packs. So, for those of you who don't know, or maybe who are new to my channel, I used to open packs like all the time. Every single time, as a matter of fact, that I used to do a video, I used to open some packs, and I had some stored and whatnot, so I used to use them. But this time, I think that I'm going to do it a little bit different, and not just open some packs, but also talk to you guys about kind of what's going on. Maybe teach you a few things. So this video is in the new area because I wanted to. I've been wanting to really do a video about rainbow drafting, which is absolutely my favorite thing to do. And I thought that I would do it in a manner that helps me open packs also. So I'm going to go through and show you guys how to maybe rainbow draft a little bit as far as the pack selections and how you're supposed to segregate it and everything, and which way to you know, what you do when you're passing the cards. But obviously I don't have anybody to my right, and I don't have anybody to my left, so I'm not going to be getting new piles in order to grab cards out of. So I can't really do the whole drafting process, but I can kind of show you kind of how to do it. The drafting process in itself is kind of where you do a little bit more investigation, kind of do a little more thinking about how you want to build a deck, what you want to use, and that all comes from your first couple of card pulls. So what we'll do is we'll show you what card pulls I do in the very beginning, just to kind of get an idea. That comes from really opening the initial packs. So let's try this out. Let's try this out. Hopefully it works. Hopefully, and I get to open packs and show you guys some new stuff, right? So DC just got released today. Thought this would be of interest. First thing you do into a store is that you're going to buy 12 packs. Or they could charge you $15 and you get 12 packs, and $3 goes for your OP and whatnot. Other times you're just going to buy 12 packs and you're going to be able to play in that local game shop. Support your local game shop, and always make sure you let them know kind of what you're doing in your as far as tournaments. You want to sign up on the WizKids event system as much as possible, so that store can actually gain some clout and get some understanding with WizKids about what they're doing. So that's really helpful. I've been noticing that a lot. I've been trying to work a lot with my players about how to do that. So I don't work at a shop. I just TO there. So 12 packs. The first thing you want to do is you're going to open 6 of your packs, and you're going to put them into a pile. One of the piles in front of you. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at some of these cards. Good practice is to open your packs, leave your dice kind of there, and then open your packs to make sure the dice kind of match. So all I do is I just go by my packs and kind of do this and just kind of look at the symbols there. Lex Luthor, 4 and a shield. I have no idea what that little thing right there is. Looks like a weird Darth Vader, actually. And a villain. When Lex Luthor is active, your opponent must pay 2 to use basic action dice. Not terrible. Vixen. That looks just like the girl Storm from I forget her name. Halle Berry. It's just 4 and a mask. 133. Not a good character. I don't know why that's a thing. These cards are actually seem really thin compared to others. Now that I've touched Dungeons and Dragons. So onward. Oh, and that's how fast it is, right? You just take a look to make sure your dice, and the reason why is because sometimes your dice don't match. Really weird, but it happens. I've seen people pull 3 dice out of their packs, and I've also seen people pull 3 cards and only 2 dice, so it's kind of strange. 4 and a fist, Justice League, The Flash, Barry Allen, cool. If your opponents has less than 3 filled characters, the Flash is unblockable while attacking alone. Okay, so one of the archetypes inside of Draft is Evasion. This is really nice because it's got Evasion. Less than 3 filled characters, it tells me that it's probably more of a beginner play, so you're going to want to try to get this guy out as soon as possible in order to utilize him. His fielding cost is relatively high. It's out of 1-2-2. That's something you also need to take into consideration when you're doing a rainbow draft, is what you're fielding with, because you don't have any other churn. You don't have that Professor X, or you don't have a lot of the different resurrection cards that you can use to kind of use energy when you need it. The Atom, subatomic superhero. When blocked by a fist or shield character, you may remove the Atom from the attack zone to the field. Okay. 3 fist. He's got 255 when I was level 3. Not bad at all. Here's my second pack. Here's my third pack. Cyborg Vic Stone, 5 and a fist. Justice League, when Cyborg attacks, KO an opposing character that is named the same level as Cyborg. So, alright. So, when he attacks, you can KO an opposing character. That's not terrible, same level. So, you're always contingent. It's always contingent on if your opponent has a character that is the same level. So, if they have a character out there and it's not, that level or below, up to the level, you're just not gonna be able to use that. So, just know that that's going to be contingent on your opponent having one. I guess this has got to be on purpose, right? So I saw this in the starter set. Zatanna, Backwater Magic. So there must be something with her doing things backwards. I don't know who she is or anything. 4 and a mask. Justice League. While Zatanna is active, you may reroll your psychic dice once per turn during the roll and reroll step. Not terrible. She's got to be active though. And then you can roll it again. This is kind of, what was that? It wasn't Psylocke, it's Scarlet Witch, right? The super rare? Yeah, I think that was what it was. Pack number 4. Oh, man, Constantine. So, in this set, everybody's looking for this Constantine super rare. It's got to be like the best card. And I got a little excited when I saw this, but I wasn't quite sure what it was, but it turns out it is as Constantine. It's Anti-Hero. Anti-hero. While Constantine is active, once per turn, at the end of your opponent's roll and reroll step, you may make that opponent reroll an action die. Alright, that's great, but you don't always use action die, so it's not that great. Black Canary Crime Fighter. When fielded, no psychic can block this turn. Not a bad character, actually. That's pretty good evasion, because a lot of people are sending in their sidekicks and just dropping their sidekicks out, make sure they block, so this is not terrible. Come on now. Oh, Joker. Joker and Black Canary. When fielded, the Joker cannot be blocked by non-villains this turn. 5 and a shield villain. 3 and a 6. Every time I see that kind of offsetting, I'm looking at Ant-Man. They're going to maybe flip those stats. Really, really cool looking die, though. I have to say that. Oh, rare. Cool. Black Canary, Canary Cry. When fielded, you may roll an opposing character. If it is a character face, return to your field. If it is a character face, return to your field. If it is an energy face, place in your opponent's prep area. Add it to your opponent's area. When fielded, you may roll an opposing character. If it is a character face, return to your field. Return to the field. Oh, okay, so nice removal. Not too bad. That's pretty good, actually. Removal, low-cost removal's huge in Rainbow Draft because, quite simply, you don't have other types of removal out there, so people are going to work really hard to get their big enders, their game enders, out, and it's important for you to be able to get rid of those nuisances. Batarang, Tool of the Bat, 4 and a fist, KO a level 1 character. I don't like that. Instead, KO level 1 or 2, is better. KO a level 1 or 2 character, add place die in your prep area after using it. That's pretty good. KO level 1 character is contingent on your opponent having a level 1 character. 4 cost, it's really expensive, man. So I would just use that for energy and it's not worth it at the 4. There's Halle Berry again. 3 and a mask. When Vixen blocks a villain, she gets +2 defense until end of turn. Yeah, not impressed. Okay, so is that my 6? That's 6. So when you get your 6, and when you're opening your packs, you always want to keep your cards face down. I just kind of kept them face up while we're talking here. So go ahead and place that to the side. And all your dice, they're not your dice. You take all your dice and you're going to put them in the middle, and they're going to sort them out. And I'll show you how to do that in a second too. Now we're opening our second 6. I was going to keep a nice clear separation. Superman, not a bird or a plane. 6 and a shield. Justice League. Superman cannot be targeted by opposing action dice or abilities. Nice. Nice. Right off the bat, that's pretty cool. It cannot be targeted by opposing action dice or abilities. Great. So no relentless, no distraction, no magic missiles, nothing like that. You're not going to have any of that removal. Abilities is going to be your Quinnan the Assassin. That's pretty nice. 6 cost though. 4 and a bolt. 4 bolt. Vibe Paco. While Vibe is active, whenever you roll Bolt, and do not reroll, deal 1 damage to all characters and opposing players. To all characters. careful with that because that's going to hit you too. So every time you roll the bolt, or if you use a pyro and you get that same type of thing, or Iceman or whatever, if he's active, you're going to do damage to all the characters, and your opposing player is only one, so it's got removal for yourself, so be careful on that, huh? Okay, so there's my second pack. Aquaman. That's an Aquaman symbol, huh? Cool, I was wondering what that was. Aquaman Arthur Curry, 3 and a Shield Justice League. While Aquaman is active, Justice League characters cost 1 less to buy to a minimum of 1. Okay, cool. So they're really pushing this Aquaman affiliate, this Justice League affiliation. That's not terrible. 3 in the Shield, 4/5. He's all right. He's all right. Stargirl, Star Spangled Kid, 4 in a Bolt JSA. While Stargirl damages a villain, you may take a sidekick from your use pile and field it. Okay, so sidekicks. There's some use pile, and you're going to get a sidekick out of that. Alright, that might be okay if you're going to fuel for sidekicks, maybe like a Gabi type team. Deathstroke, Weapons Master, 5 and a Fist villain. When Deathstroke is fielded, deal 1 damage to opposing player for each villain you control. Nice. So that's pretty cool. So all of a sudden I see a villain team formulating here. Wow, villain team, and just feel this. So this is like a Gabi kind of character. Way more expensive, right? Less efficient. So 5 and a Fist, villain. But you need to have more villain characters. But if you do happen to have 3 or 4, hey, it's got to be controlled, so they got to be fielded. So not terrible. When Cyborg attacks alone, he gets +2 attack and +2 defense until end of turn. Retaliation if an affiliated character is KO'd, deal 1 damage to an opposing player. This is Justice League again. So really heavy in the Justice League. And he's a 6/4 for 4. I'm sorry, Fist. That's not terrible. This guy's pretty good, actually. I would run him. Sorry it's taking so long, but I actually haven't seen any of these cards. I'm just kind of looking at them for the first time with you guys. So, Robin Boy Wonder, 3 and a Shield. While Batman is active, each of your Robin dice get +3 attack, +3 defense. Wow, that's huge. And he's 2/4/3, so he's going to swing at a 7/6. That's pretty strong, but you have to have a Batman on the field, so obviously they really want to push that those two together, right? And the Flash Speedster, 4 and a Fist Justice League. If you played a basic action this turn while Flash is the Flash is unblockable while attacking alone. So you're getting it for 5, 5, 10, 8. Not terrible, but not great either. Yeah, I mean, it's alright if you play a basic action. The Flash seems to be really pushing the action guys, so who knows? We'll see what kind of other cool things that we can do with this. Oh, wow, nice dive. That's kind of a deep purple. He's a Blue Beetle. Jamie Reyes. While Blue Beetle is active, whenever a villain is fielded, Blue Beetle deals 1 damage to an opposing player. Awesome. Another villain enabler. I see a really nice villain team formulating here. And Katana. Soul Taker Sword, 3 and a Shield. Katana may block any number of sidekicks. Yeah, okay. This is a really good anti-flying sidekick kind of card. How often are we going to see that? Don't know. Whoa. 2 of the same. And Cheetahs. While Cheetah attacks, she deals 1 damage to the defending player. While Cheetah attacks, she deals 1 damage. Okay, not terrible. 1, 3, 4, 3 and a bold little Darth Vader looking guy and a villain. Not terrible. When Cheetah attacks, KO an opposing sidekick. There's a little better, but just be careful about fueling your opponent with sidekicks, because obviously that turns into energy the next turn. So, what we have here is we have our 2 little stacks of 6 packs each, and then you have a rainbow, where the rainbow name kind of gets its name from. So you're going to arrange all your dice, and basically what I do is I tell, hey everybody, I've got blacks over here, and I just kind of take all the blacks or the greens or something pronounced, and you just kind of, doesn't have to be exact, doesn't have to be any specific way, but it does need to kind of be in order so it's easier for you to be able to identify them when you're actually doing your drafting. And the reason why this is so important, and I've talked about rainbow drafting before, but the reason why this is so important and what you got going on there is because, am I doing this right? There's yellows. Oh, those are 2 canaries. Okay, the reason why this is so important is because as you're drafting, now obviously I only opened 12 packs, so I've only got 12 packs worth of dice here, but when you're playing with either 4, 6, or 8 people, you want to make sure that you have the opportunity to get, the probability you're going to get the cards that you want and the associated die to come back to you so you can take them again. If not, you're going to end up with a card that you really want to play that you only got 1 die on, and that kind of sucks. So, you just always want to pay attention. Additionally, if you see a stack of die that has got more than 5, right? If you're playing with 4 people, if you got 5 on there, chances are it's going to wheel. When wheeling, it means it's just going to come back around again. So you're going to be able to find that card again. And you might not want to play that card, but it doesn't matter because you're just grabbing it so you can grab the die at the end. So just keep that in mind that you're just going to go ahead and grab cards. If you really want to play a certain set. If you're really hoping to see something come back around again, just make sure you always take into consideration the quantity of dice that everybody pulled. Okay, so now I've got 2 stacks here. Essentially what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, for the first round, we'll say, grab one of your stacks, and I always do kind of this with it. Grab one of your stacks and go ahead and go to the left. So you're going to take 1 card out of the stack and you're going to pass it to the left. You're going to get another stack in from your right, and you're going to go ahead and pull one of those cards out, and you're going to go like this, and you're going to keep going around and around and around until your first 6 packs are empty, or 6 done, or depleted, right? So 12 cards. Then your other stack is going to come into play. You're going to take 1 card out of this and you're going to pass it to the right. And you're going to go around and around and around and around. You're going to grab your cards from the left. You're going to grab your card, put it down, and you put it left. Here's a noob alert. Be careful with this. When you have your first stack and you're making your deck, do not mix them with your second set. So take that second stack and throw it away, far away, grab your cards and throw it here, and you're passing. Like that kind of thing. So just make sure you don't get them mixed up. You'd also, here's another noob alert, you don't want to grab this as, oh yeah, well you passed me this, so let's go ahead and take a look to see which ones I want to get. So be careful of that, okay? Let's see. So the first thing I'm looking at when I look at this, I'm looking at the low-cost creatures, especially in the first stack. Let me preface this by saying there's really 3 ways to draft. Okay, for all those who are not familiar, I say that there's 3 ways to draft. Not necessarily that there are, but there's 3 ways to draft in my opinion. Number 1 way is rare drafters. So I'm going to promise you that if I grab a super rare, if I undo a super rare, that card is going to be my first pick. I'm grabbing that super rare just because I want it. Some people will grab all the rares. So they'll just look through here, look at the wheel, and say, oh, there's my card right there. And I've got no other choices, so that's going to be my first card. Boom. Rare drafting. The second way to do it is to do what's called a hate draft. And I would look in here and I say, okay, well, I know that my friend over here really loves the Joker. He loves playing the Joker. He's got him for days. I see there's not very many dice there, so you know what I'm going to do is, I don't need it or anything, but I'm just going to go ahead and take that Joker because I know he wants it. So I'm just going to take that thing. That's called hate drafting. Another way to do it is just called regular drafting. You're going to take the best card that you think is here that you can build a team around, and you're going to draft it. So what is going to fit my play style? Well, there's a villain theme, there's a Justice League theme, but for those of you who know me, you know I'm going for low-cost characters. These are the first 3 that I'm going to look at. Not saying that I'm going to eliminate the rest of these things, and don't worry about it. You're able to rearrange these cards as much as you want, and before you pass it along, you can shuffle this if you want to as well. So take a look at your cards, and these are the first 3 that I'm taking into consideration. The Atom. See, you may remove the Atom from the attack zone to the field. Okay, not terrible. Once returned at the end of the, you may reroll an action die. That's not too bad if there's action dice being played, but I don't think there's too many action dice in this set, so maybe not so good, but he's low cost. I'm going to get him out. When Vixen blocks a villain, she gets +2 defense until end of turn. Not so great. Let's take a look at the 4s. Maybe we'll find something different here that we want to play. When Phil, you may reroll an opposing character. Okay, that's not too bad. It's got some evasion there. I don't really care about action dice. Huh. That comes to the top for me. And I think that as I'm looking at this, I think the Flash is going to be my number one. I'll be honest with you. And the reason why I'm going to say this is because the reason why I'm saying this is because it's a 4-cost character. That means I'm going to get him out turn 3, maybe turn 4 in draft. Unfortunately, I've got no churn. I don't see anything in the action cards that gives you churn or advantage. So you're going to want to use this all at once. I mean, you could actually buy him turn 1. That's not a problem. But you just have to make sure you get your 4. So he is doable. The reason why I'm choosing him is because if your opponent has less than 3 fielded characters, the Flash is unblockable while attacking alone. And he's got a 5/5, level 3. He's a 4-cost, 5/5. He's got 2 fielded. It's kind of expensive. But he's got evasion. And in draft, let me tell you, you can overthink it to death. And that's the one thing that I really want you to take away from this. Don't overthink draft. Draft takes a lot of skill to get right. You'll have to be able to eventually know when you want to hate draft, when you think that there's going to be other cards available. You're going to want to know when the super rares are coming out, because if somebody goes in and looks and says, oh, that's beautiful, that's so nice, I was dying for that card. Listen up to what other players are telling you, because they might have pulled that super rare, and you might want to hate draft that Constantine right there, because that's a super rare that everybody's looking for. Batarang, Action Die, I would not take that card. I'd let that thing wheel for days. I'm going to promise you that. This is not a terrible card. It's Black Canary. Rerolling is not terrible either. So, you've got a couple of different things in here that I would take. But I would probably take, Black Canaries when fielded, the transacting roll, and the Flash. But I'm taking the Flash. I think it's got the highest hits. Yeah, it does. Greatest attack value. I'm taking the Flash. Boom. Team passing. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then now, okay, everybody, all done? Good. I got my team. There. Now it's time for me to do my second one. So I got this in, or this is my next one. I'm taking a look at this. First thing I do is I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at all my low-cost characters first. May blocking you. Okay, so am I playing a defensive strategy? I think not. Rainbow Draft is not about defense. It's about offense. You want to hit as hard as you possibly can. You want to look for that evasion. You want to look for that pump. When she attacks, she deals 1 damage to the defending player. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's my number 1 so far. When she attacks, yep. When Batman attacks, this is huge too. Do I see any Batmans? This is where you'd want to take a look at that rainbow and see if there's any Batmans out there, right? I don't see anything. Oh! This is what you call an enabler. I forgot about Aquaman. Well, Aquaman is active. Justice League characters cost 1 less to buy. So, if I'm going with the Justice League set, remember? Justice League. That was my first pick, right? I might be going with the Justice League. So guess what? 1 less to buy means that he becomes a lot more opportunistic. He's a 3-cost shield. Not terrible. He's a 4/5 with a 0/0/1. I don't know. Aquaman sounds pretty tasty right now. Robin sounds pretty good too. Cheetah, he 5. When you roll, do not want him. It's too contingent on rolling double bolt. Superman, okay. Well, he's a 6-cost, so there's no way I'm getting him. Stargirl, when Stargirl damages a villain, you may take a sidekick from your use pile and field it. Okay, not terrible. Oh, rare. If I'm rare drafting, I'm grabbing her. Deathstroke, when Deathstroke is fielded, deal 1 damage to an opposing player for each villain you control. Not bad if I'm playing villains. When Cyborg attacks alone, he gets +2 attack until end of turn. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait, what is this? Another Flash. Now, first picking, I'm going to say that it's going to be up to... So if I'm building a villain character team, Blue Beetle might be an opportunity, but I'm not. So here's the thing. I'm going in a ranking like this. Maybe like this. Aquaman, if I want to reduce my cost, my other team. Flash, Justice League. I don't necessarily want to have 2 Flashes, but I do kind of because I want to have the dice. I want to be able to play my Flashes. And Cyborg, when Cyborg attacks alone, he gets +2 attack and +2 defense until end of turn. If an affiliator is KO, deal 1 damage to an opposing player. Oh, that might win. Because if he's attacking alone, he's an 8/6. An 8/6 is massive for a 4-cost character. Justice League, he's right in tune with my guy, if an affiliate character is KO'd, deal 1 damage to an opposing player. Boom. Sideboard's my pick. There it is right there. Boom. Number 2. Maybe number 3. But I do want to play some more. So I am going to be taking a look to see the pool of dice to see if there's more flashes running around there so I can actually play them. Then I get asked the question, what do you bring to a rainbow draft? What do you got going on there? Well, in the location I play at, or I TO at, I tell everybody, you bring your dice, your regular dice. That should be a no-duh kind of thing. Then you bring in your basic action cards from that set. From DC. We're drafting DC, you bring in DC cards. You have yourself your color reminders, and you bring in your action dice. That's it. That's all you need to have, is your action dice associated. And the reason why you're bringing all your action dice is because what if somebody shows up with blue-green and you had like blue-purple showing? Well, you can't have 2 blues on the field, so you want to make sure you change it out for a red and something else. So bring them all. Bring them all. Ain't that much to carry. play your action dice. So that's what you need to bring. Your basic action cards, your reminder cards, your regular dice, your basic action dice, and your I don't know what your store is doing, but maybe $12. Maybe they're doing some more. Why? Because if you win, who knows? You just might get something like this. Pandora's Box, Trinity War. When your characters are blocked or are blocked by villains, those dice get +1 attack and +1 defense. And the globals pay a shield. Target character gains a villain affiliation in Superman. Trinity War, 5 and a shield. When Superman would be KO'd, instead put him into your used pile. So these are what's called OP cards, and the way you can tell that is because it's got the blue stripe on the bottom. These are what you get. First place, second place, and these are called participation prizes. I hope it helps. I went really long on that, but I think that it's actually beneficial for some new players to kind of get an understanding about kind of what is expected of them and where the primary flaws are, and kind of want to do it in a real world environment. And of course, I wanted to open some packs. Guys, like and subscribe. Guys and gals, actually. Sorry about that. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Leave in the comments. I'll try to help. I'll do whatever I can. Take care.